Is Candy and Corey's Pillow Talk. This is episode 2. So let me explain something before we get really into it. The questions that we are asking you guys are questions that's being sent to us in our email, which is cc underscore pillow talk at yahoo.com. These are not questions that we have that we're asking. These are questions that people are asking us. Okay, so let's get started. First question for the night. Why are black men saying that black women don't do the things that white women do and that black women nag too much? I'm gonna let Corey answer this one for you guys.
Um, my experience, I have dated white women and black women. I'm obviously married to a black woman. Um, I think it just goes into without bringing down a whole house on me. So forgive me, my sisters out there. I love y'all, but I think some brothers just look at it as a lot of sisters get dogged by a lot of brothers, and once they do,
True.
y'all go on the defensive, which is natural, and y'all stay protective of yourself and your feelings. No one wants to be dogged. I mean, I don't care what color you are, what race you are. No one wants to get cheated on or played or dogged or whatever. But I think as far as what black women go, I think there's a small count of black women that kind of hold on to that pain. So you go
Mm,
through a couple of bad apples, and then when you get that one good dude, you kind of stay on the defensive too long. You kind of stay in that shell of, I don't trust, and because of that, good men are guilty, as they're just guilty, guilty before innocent, and so whereas with some white women, you know, you're talking about a whole different kind of culture and mindset altogether. They just look at a good man, you know, no color or anything else, and if a white woman gets a pretty good black dude, I mean, it's unique for, I mean, now it's more starting to be more and more common interracial dating and even marriages now than it was, say, 10, 12 years ago. They just look at it as this already unique person, you know, their lifestyle is unique, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they think is unique, and they're more open to things, and, just sometimes they're just, that makes for an easier environment because I'm not saying white women will get burned either, but it's more of with them, and just my experience, they can let go of things a lot easier and not just hold every guy guilty by first sight.
hmm. Well, this one is kind of hard for me. Of course, I've been dogged out by a lot of black men. Doesn't mean that I don't love my black man. I can't see myself dating outside my race. I have dated outside of my race once before. It just was not for me. Um, I think it's not really a black woman or a white woman, a Chinese woman, an Asian woman, Mexican. I just think that women, all in general, we nag. You know what I'm saying? If something is getting on our nerves, we're gonna nag about it. Um, I think that where we are making our problem is as it's saying nagging. I think that people don't communicate well with their spouses, and I think that maybe if we communicate a little bit more, and not be nagging and judging, then maybe things will be a little bit better. Me and Corey, we communicate very well. We talk about everything, and I think that that's what makes our relationship healthy. I try not to nag because I'm the type of person, if something's bothering me, I'll be like whatever, and so that I don't have to. I have to check myself and have to get myself together before I come off like the angry black woman. So I kind of just like let me do me, let me get myself together, and then I'll come back and I'll be like, okay, I'm feeling some kind of way about XYZ, and I think that that works good for us. I'm not saying it's gonna work good for everybody else, but it really works well for us because I don't want to say something that I may end up regretting um, later on down the line. Um, I think that for black men, it's their preference. If they want to be with a black woman, they're gonna be with a black woman. If they want to be with a white woman, they're gonna be with a white woman. I think that every woman pretty much has something to say. If you ain't keeping the house clean, yeah, I'm gonna nag about it. You know what? I don't want to be the only one cleaning up. You're not washing the dishes, clean up after yourself. Help me. And more or less, is if I keep telling you the same old thing over and over and over again, then yes, I'm gonna start nagging because at that point, I'm telling you what I need, and you're not reciprocating with how I'm feeling or what I need. So I think that it's just a breakdown in communication. So I think that maybe if you just sit down and talk to your spouse, your significant other, I think you can work things out. Communication is key. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next question, which would be um, okay, I met this chick and she was banging. Me and my girl on the rocks. And so I pursued her. She was more than just a body, but she had brains and very smart. She makes me feel different than I have ever felt before. She makes me want to give up my bad boy ways. I have never been faithful to any woman, but she makes me want to be. How do I get out of the old situation without her knowing I was in a situation? Wow. First and foremost, before you get into any new situation, you definitely sit in the old situation. That's how people get killed. Yes, I said killed. I didn't say killed. I said killed. Um, Prime example, we were kind of talking about this yesterday, where if he was in a situation, he's pursuing me. I don't know no better because he's not telling me what's going on. But if we out in public and in the old situation season with me, who's she gonna take it out on? She ain't gonna take it out on him. She gonna take it out on me. But what really needs to be going on is she needs to be taking it out on him because at that point he should have told it. A lot of women we do that. You know, we take it out on the woman when in actuality it should be taken out on the man because he's the one that put both of the two in a predicament they wasn't ready for. He made the choice for both of them. Um, I say if you feeling her, then you need to just be honest with the old situation and tell her that you don't want to be bothered anymore and make sure it's completely done before you start into a new situation. Um, yeah, she may make you want to change your ways and do some things and be a better man. So, off rip, if you want to be a better man, be honest. Let her know I'm in this situation. But I'm getting myself out of this situation. Let her have the choice of whether or not she wants to be there with you. Don't make the choice for her.
Yeah. I mean, Kenny said it even better than I could say it. You can't, and vice versa with women. If you got a guy, you meet someone else, and your old situation just isn't what it is. Just anybody. If it's people come, people go, and I don't want to make people sound like they're trash or just objects, but just to be honest, people come, people go,
That's true.
and feelings change, and there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna make you want to feel like you can you can achieve this. So they really make me want to be this way and go getting and be positive in my life. And I mean, it happens. It's life. There's nothing wrong with it. But
Yeah, but let me interrupt you real quick. Don't always think that the grass is greener
right,
on the other side.
right. If you've got something, if you have, the key here is this: if you have a great situation
Mm,
and this person gives you all of themselves, they give you everything that they are and that they're about, there's nowhere else to look. If you feel like you had to explore something else, then don't make your bed, don't make your home with this
true.
person. If you're gonna move around, be that Rolling Stone, or keep it moving like the clouds,
Papa was a rolling stone. Oh.
you know, if you're gonna do that, then set the old situation up to where it is. Like, hey, look, we just kicking it. Now the thing about this is not many people nowadays are just want to kick it, or if there's some people that say let's kick it, you may need to boil them in hot water because if they're kicking it with you, they kicking it with everybody else. So you taking your chances all the way around. You want something, this person makes you want to be better, makes you want to give you bad boy ways or bad girl ways.
Okay, but
That's
then
what
you
you want.
got to still ask yourself though, what makes him want to get out the old situation? Because she's making him feel this kind of way, and he likes that feeling. But then you got to have a list of the pros and the cons. Okay, well, she may not cook, but this chick over here may cook. But this chick over here, when I lost my job, she had my back. This is the new chick. I don't know if she gonna hold me down like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, a catch 22.
Everything's a risk.
It
Everything's a
is. I
risk.
will give you that. It is.
Everything's a risk. You have to, if it's if the new situation is about going forward, being positive, doing better with their lives, and they want to bring you with. They sharing your aspirations, your dreams, your joys, your sorrows, and they've got you. Then if the old situation doesn't measure up all the way to that, then I mean that's why. But the thing about it is that 9 times out of 10, the old situation probably is the best situation because it's one that you know. But again,
Comfortability.
people fall in and out of love, or things are what they are. Just earlier today, I mean, my baby is watching this show called Snapped, and there was this chick that was with, another chick, um, and they've been together 7 years, and she actually pursued, the older chick. The older chick was 32 years old. She was like between
26.
26 years old,
Mm-hmm.
but the 26-year-old pursued the 32-year-old, and was with her for 7 years, and she got bored and ended up meeting somebody on MySpace and got with them and said all these lies to them and everything. You can't chase what's greener. I mean, not everything is always green. And here's the thing: the grass might be greener when you get over there, but just as the seasons go, grass wilts, turns brown, and it dies. True love, true comfortability, true stability, true happiness, it stands the seasons.
That's true, but I also think that for a lot of people, they get bored.
People do.
So if you're getting bored, then find something to spice it up. I think that if I was getting bored with Corey, I'm just going to talk to him. I'm feeling this kind of way. I think that we should do something different. Let's try something different.
Mm.
Um, you know, I had read somewhere where you know this older couple had been together for 65 years, and they asked the couple, "How did you stay together for 65 years?" They said, "I came up in a time where when things were broke, you fixed it. You didn't throw it away." And I think that right now we are in the microwave era. You know what I'm saying? We want it quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then when it's, as I said, when it's broke, throw it away. Why not just fix it? I think that we too busy jumping from bed to bed to bed to bed. Stay with what you got. I mean, you got to be willing to work it out. It's easy to run. It'll be more meaningful if you stay. So I feel like that for this guy right here, just make sure you're making the right choice. The choice is you want something new, but what happens when it ain't all that it's cracked up to be? Then you going back to the other person. At that point, I'd be like, you know what? Stay with where you are because I wasn't good enough. Um, you felt like that it was something else that you needed. And at this point, I feel like it's something else I needed and it's not you. So be careful of the choices that you make before you make them. You have anything else to say?
Live your life.
Okay, so we're going to end this segment. Please, if you have any more questions that you want us to read on air, send them to cc underscore pillow talk at yahoo.com. That's cc underscore pillowtalk at yahoo.com. We out.